Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Packers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rodgers now on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball on the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And the 13-year man puts it through And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now let's go.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Good. Detroit. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Green brings it in. And he's got, there goes Green. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now he steps away. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he locates Walker, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll run forward with Montgomery. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now running right through it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Gun. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
To throw now on first down. Ebron caught left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
on second down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to be Packer football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And Watson has it right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The toss play to Montgomery. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, Montgomery. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Crosby puts it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The 10th carry for Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And he knocks it through. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 22-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here, as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
They start the second half with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when your running back can catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Fresh set of downs here. They'll set up to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for you.
A.J. Green. He's at the 30. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 19. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montravius Adams in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here come the Lions now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to let one fly for Tate. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. A give. This is Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Agnew. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told them, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky. Now, let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
Right there.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 16. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A.J. Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
The Packers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Calais Campbell in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. Elsewhere, they're into the fourth at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their second on the young season. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Shoves him away. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the ground. This time it's high. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Now Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game.
Detroit! Detroit! Keep playing hard. Let's go get 53.
They'll run for it. Hyde. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll be 1st down, Lions.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter, the Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.